Unfortunately, being a reflective teacher is not something that is on the mind of young educators. Your first few years, and this was true for myself also, you're really just focusing on surviving and doing the best you can. You're not really reflecting as much as you should be on your classroom management, on your content delivery, on student engagement, on just so many factors that can really help make you a better educator. By the time year 3 or 4 hit in my own personal career, I really started questioning what I was doing in the classroom and how I could improve. I started tweaking my methods, my classroom's management style, everything, to deliver the same content but in a different and more effective way to the students. And this was all by process of being reflective. By the time year 3 or 4 hit in my own personal career, I really started questioning what I was doing in the classroom and how I could improve. I started tweaking my methods, my classroom's management style, everything, to deliver the same content but in a different and more effective way to the students. And this was all by process of being reflective. Now, years later, I've continued tweaking those processes and tried some things that were really good, tried some things that crashed and burned, kept tweaking, and I'm currently going into year 12 and feel like what I'm delivering now is the best I've ever delivered in my teaching career. Hopefully, I'll continue reflecting and tweaking my practices to get better and better as my career goes on and on, as is the best case scenario.
Before using the Swivl, you need to create a Swivl account. To do that, you will log on to Swivl. When you get to Swivl, you'll click on Sign In. On Sign In, you will click on Connect with Google. Swivl is a device and an app that connects to an iPad. When you put the iPad in the Swivl, you have a remote and it moves with you, or you can record your students and have them hold the remote and it will move with them.
Now, talking about the swivel camera a little bit, I had recorded lessons in my classroom previously, sometimes recording myself teaching, sometimes recording students. I had never done so with a swivel camera, however. It's a tool to use, so I figured why not try it. We set it up. One of the first times I used it, I believe I recorded myself teaching, and watching the tape back, you are really surprised by what you say in the classroom, and you kind of play the lesson back in your head and you know what you were trying to say, but maybe you didn't quite convey it that way.
One really nice thing about using the Swivl is you can take notes. And when you take notes, we have some forms that you can use, and they're really simple to fill out, and you don't have to fill out the whole thing. It's just for you to use for your benefit. And then we have the reflection form that you can fill out to help you know what you want to talk about with your coach, if you want to talk to the coach about your video recording.
It is just super helpful to watch it back You can pause, you can stop and think about what it is that you just did, take notes, and then keep the video going from there. As I kept recording using Swivl, I tried other times of turning the camera on the students, which was also a very eye-opening experience. You can watch how your classroom management is working with them, you can watch their engagement. There are too many students in the classroom to really be checking in all the time 100% with each one of them, and the video allows you to do that. You just rewind and watch it again, watch a different student's reaction or a different student's engagement. So that is a really helpful tool. It showed me a lot of things about student engagement in my own classroom. Also, what I like about the Swivl is that it's really innocuous. After a few minutes of it running, I believe the students completely forget about it, and you get a real take of your classroom and what's going on. Not a take of, oh, we're being recorded, let's be on our best behavior and totally do things in a way that we wouldn't normally do things. I've never had that experience using the Swivl, so that's great. The whole process is just full of pros, and I see very little cons to using a Swivl camera as being a reflective teacher. So, if you want to be one of the best in the field, reflect on your craft, try new things to improve your craft. They might not always be successful, but if you are being reflective, you're going to get further ahead in the long run.